Hey there, it is Tom here on behalf of Indie Structural Productions once again, and we are continuing on with the Great Guitar Build Off / Anniversary build. I have no issues with you using the chapter markers to kind of skip around the video a little bit, as long as you find the content that you're looking for. This time we're going to be working on, well, whatever it says in the title. Alrighty, time to install some tuners. Now these have the pins on the back, so they will require a little bit of drilling, but however, I am very excited about these. So these are the Schaller Da Vinci in vintage copper, and we're just gonna put them all roughly in place before we mark the hole positions. Originally I wanted to get the Schaller M6 locking tuners that I usually have, but they didn't have it. This hardware color doesn't really exist anymore. It's been discontinued quite a while back, which is a shame. So I got what I could find, which was these tuners and the bridge. But honestly, it's such a cool little detail with the little gear, which is a really cool added little detail. All right, so now to align everything. Looks right to my eye. So there's 1, 2, 3. Need to go back with a bradawl to actually mark these a bit better. 5 and 6. There, 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 and there. There. Hope that these tuners are going to fit. Nicely tightened up, and unfortunately that's a little bit askew. Oh man, that's a shame. Yeah, I need to move that. No, I fixed up the first one, and now it's just a matter of getting all the rest of these in. I'm just getting all of them started first, and then I'm gonna go back and tighten them up. The thing I like about Schaller tuners as well is that the washers kind of dig themselves into the wood, so they're not going to rattle around at any point. Okay, this one's just not wanting to go in, so maybe it's the angle. Okay, so now we're going to get into wiring. We're going to start with the switch here. Now, unfortunately, I did not have long enough 4-core wiring, or 4-core wire for the switch, so I'm using 2 double-core wires to do this. Should be just fine, really. Right, so get my connection points all soldered up first. Pre-solder the wire. Okay, I'm gonna do this on the helping hands over here. Doing it over there was a bit of a hazard, so I'm just gonna do it here. There we go. I want the out to be the red one, or the hot lead. Ooh, that was a bit too close for comfort. Go. Wonder if I should actually put this a little bit more in place. Good a time as any to check that it actually fits in place. Alright. What's up with this now? I think I might need to drill a little bit. Let's make sure. Make sure not to scratch up surface here. 12 mil step drill. This side, I have to do it from this side. All right, try this again. There we go. Fitting nicely. I do want to switch that red wire elsewhere. I am gonna, the black and the red, those are gonna be the pickups. The white and ground, or the white and bare, are pretty clear, self-evident. So let's put the ground in place. Get the ground here. A little bit of a tug to make sure that it's in place. Good. Did burn myself. That's fine. The white in the middle position. Like so. Red will be the neck. And black will be the bridge. Now, even though the switch is now wired up, I'm not going to close it off, as it is bad juju to close up any control cavities before you're done with all your wiring and have tested that everything works. All right, I'm going to get to cleaning up the wires on this end, then we'll do the wiring loom. All right, wiring loom time. So essentially, I'm just going to put together everything for installation straight in there into the cavity. So I'll get all my major joints lined up to the best of my ability here. So we're going to do that connection first. Usually I like to start with doing all the grounding points first. So I know that I'm going to be grounding both pickups, and I'd like to keep those separate, and I know that I'm going to be grounding my bridge as well as my jack as well as this pot. So that should be all my ground points, really. Add a little bit of this. There we go. All right, next we want to do probably, we're going to be utilizing this one, and this one. Come on, there we go. I know that I'm going to have my cap going here, like so. And I'll ground that to the pot itself. Great. I'm just going to snip off the end of that cap so it's not poking around places with a cap leg. There. Now, I also want to keep a sort of color-coded thing going on. So I have white as my hot lead, black as the ground pre-solder, and I need it in between here. So I'll cut it up to size about there, and then join up. That goes there. Nice. And this goes here. There we go. All right. What else? There. That distance is not that great. I'm just going to put it to about there. It's going to be more than enough. I'd rather have a little bit extra than have to struggle to fit everything in. I've done that as well, which has resulted in me just pulling out the wiring and having to do it all over again. That wasn't fun. So I'm trying to avoid doing that. That's ground. That's connecting to there. I'm grounding both pickups. Pickups are wired onto the switch, jack ground, and the rest. Okay, cool. Let's put in the bridge and the bridge ground. Now it's a matter of tapping in the bridge posts, but also top ferrules, back ferrules. Hopefully they all fit now with the clear coat on. Very well could be that I might need to open those holes up ever so slightly. This does look pretty tight, so I need that to be 7, and it is 6.67. Okay, so opening that up just a hair. Do not want it to be loose, so I'm just gonna double check that. That is 7.06, and this is 6.99. All right. Let's see how we do. I'm not pulling in on the drill. I'm actually drilling backwards. just to get all the gunk out. Now, I'm wondering whether I should, because this bridge post goes straight into where the wires go through. So I'm wondering whether I should try and get this to stay in there. That might be test number 1. You just need to go in the right direction there, friend. Let's see if I can get this to stay, or whether it's going to push it out. I think it might push it out. All right, but we'll find out in a second here. Nice and flush. Let's tug on this and see if it comes loose. Nope, it's actually pretty good and snug in there. Great, so that went perfectly. Tap in the next one. Using a rubber mallet because I don't want to damage anything. Let's check whether these will pop in nicely or whether they will need some coaxing. Right, what do these offer as measurement? 4 mil. What are these? 3.87. Okay, so I could just use my step drill here, open those up very carefully. So I believe the first one on here, yep, it's 4. Yep, it was definitely the case that, well, while we're at it, let's drill out the back ferrules as well, just to make sure. So I need these to be the third one. I really wonder how these are gonna go in. I think I have a, yep, there we go. I have a little setter here, so that should help plunk these in. Great. Originally I wanted them set in to the wood, but seeing as this one didn't go, we're not gonna try and attempt that with any of the other ones either. So they will remain a bit flush over on top, which is a bummer because that was not my original intention. However, that is, I believe, the best we can do. All right, let's put in the front ones now. Great. Next one. Fantastic. It's all starting to come together. My SD card ran out of space there, but we're soldiering on. Right, so pickups. Because I want these direct mounted, I'm going to, well, I'm just gonna pass this through. I've already done the neck, but I'll show you how I did that. So pass the cable through so I get the pickup in. Like so. It is a bit of a tight squeeze, but she's in there. I stuck it all the way to the bottom just so I know that I can get good contact. Then I'm gonna take a little 2 mil drill bit here. I'm gonna put it through the hole in the pickup ring here. Usually I would wait to do this up until the bridge is on and everything else, but these don't have any wiggle room, so I'm hoping for the best that my pole pieces line up with my strings. They should, by all accounts. Now I have marked out where those holes are. Remove the pickup. and drill 3mm holes. Double check that I have a 3mm bit here. Yep. No brad point drill bit. Close my eyes when I blow into the cavity. I learned that the hard way. Right. And I am going to use threaded inserts. Now I have these M2 threaded inserts here, so I'm gonna put that in the hole here. Line it up. Come on. Then with the end of a burnisher, press it down and tap it in place. The burnisher helps keep it flat and flush to the bottom of the pickup cavity there. And repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Now it's very important that when dealing with small bits like this, that you drop them on the floor and lose them for all eternity. I have a feeling that I am going to just go and get another one. I bought these in bulk and I have hundreds of them, fortunately. There. And there we are. And I'm gonna put the pickups in place with these small M2 bolts. So, all right. I think before I pull the wires through for the pickups, I'm just gonna solder up the switch as it is currently. Do I need to do that? No, I don't need to do that. I could do that afterwards. I'll solder some of the stuff here just so that it's not in the way. I'm fairly certain that you can't see any of this, but I tried. All right, the middle position of the switch goes with the hot on from pot to pot there. Then bridge ground in place as well goes there. Nice. To get the switch ground in place. Did I not have one for you? Right there, like so. So now all we're missing is the wires from the pickups, and then we're good. All right, sweet. Yeah, let's put in the pickups. First things first, neck pickup. Make sure that's the bridge. So this would be the neck pickup, are you not? Yes. All right, now I need to shorten these springs as they are far, far too long for my use. There. That goes there. We're gonna put in a little bit of foam to give some added springage so we can adjust the pickup height after the fact. Come on. All right. So, where did I put? Here are my screws. Through there. One through there. I love the fact that the polymats have black base plate. So it really, really does not shine through from underneath everything. Okay, let's try and see if I can get that one in very nicely. Great. How about the other one? Very good. Come on. No, no, don't get stuck to the magnet. Damn it. All right, so one screw, two screws. Try and get those now lined up. There you go. Then try and get this one really not wanting to go where it wants. There. then soon we'll have this all wired up and we can test if the electronics work as they should. Whew! All right, so into the cavity we go. And now I've learned, because I busted up one of the mini toggle switches just a little bit ago, to have the neck rest a bit higher up so my toggles don't hit the table. Right, so it's just going to be more of the same here. Need to find my color coding for what is what when it comes down to the bare knuckle stuff. So I need, these are the split, black and the bare, those are ground. My splits reach just fine. And then the red is the hot. All right, let's pre-solder all the wire and then get to it. So I need to remove this. Where's my scalpel? Yeah, I need to show you how much of my bench turned into absolute chaos during these short hours. Few short hours. Tell you what, I'm actually gonna probably time lapse this. So now everything's wired up and we need to check whether we hear sounds. So far, that's nothing. Make sure that we have. Okay, so that is fine. I'm just gonna check whether or not my jack is wired in the correct orientation. Because remember I said that that could be something that I get wrong. So let's try it this way around. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So they're both now active. Okay, so they are okay. Yeah. Oh. Great. Okay. Great. I just have a lot of gain on the amp, so that's why it's giving me a lot of hiss feedback. Great. So those work, which means I can start putting in all the rest of the gubbins. So that's dialed to 10. We might want to open that up ever so slightly. Maxed out and pressed in. But now also, because we have, I need this still, I need to heat shrink some things up. But now because we do have everything as it should be, I can do some cleanup in the control cavity. Oh yeah, perfect. Great. So a couple of things. Need some heat shrink. This connection, switch and solder was a bit clunky. Hopefully that's a bit better. Yep, there we go. Shrink that baby up. There we go. And then this one apparently has already shrunk. So I need to desolder you, put in another bit. That much will do nicely. I need to check how I am doing on time. I have 10 minutes. 10 minutes to finish putting this thing together, to set up intonation. Yeah, don't think that's gonna happen. However, what is gonna happen is a good bit of wire management here. I'll show you inside the cavity in just a sec. Perhaps one more. Not my cleanest bit of work, but hey, works. So, master volume, master tone, coil split for the neck, coil split for the bridge, barrel jack, and 3-way toggle. Let's close this up. These are wooden back plates, so I don't need to, or don't want to really screw them in with any type of force, so they don't crack. Once they give resistance, I stop. These turned out so well. I'm really glad that I decided to do this sort of frame. Now this one I've been kind of anxious about how it's going to work, but let's see. So you go here, which means that that, and that. Strings to put in place anymore, but look at this back. Yeah, that turned out great. Okay, I might have just enough time to slap some strings on this, but I do think and fear that I might have to do the setup on Monday before the demo. Less than ideal, but alas, it is what I can do now. The pickups came with some Roto Sound yellows, so that was a very nice and pleasant surprise. There's this D. Then I want the white ones. Essentially going to use the Roto Sounds now to kind of get everything tensioned up. But for the demo on Monday, I'm going to put in some NYXLs, because those are my go-to strings. Also because for the demo I'm going to tune this probably to drop C due to the player that I have for the demos. It's going to be Johnny from my band Bloodblind. He's going to be demoing this. So he's already got all his gear and everything at the band practice place. He kind of geared up and tuned up, ready for drop C stuff, so just makes the most sense. Okay, that's pretty cool. The bridge all the way down is, or I think it's all the way down, pretty much all the way down, is giving me nice and very low action. So there is definitely room to adjust if you want to raise the action. Every fret plays. Seems I got the nut pretty good as well. Still gonna fine tune it, of course, but non-locking tuners. So I'm doing 2 winds around the post, pushing the winds down, and then tensioning the string up, which kind of locks the string in place. And then finally, the high E. What are these? Are these 9s? No, they're 10s. Alright. Just enough time to hear this make a very out of tune sound. But then that's it for today, because I have run out of time. But here we go. The first discordant tones that this will make. Great. Yep, well, she plays. Well, doesn't yet, but it is 6:03, and I've run out of time. So, I think I'm gonna put some Carnauba wax on this, and hang her up. Other than that, just need intonation, action, and, well, setup. The entire setup needs to be done. So I'll have to do that on Monday. But for now, let's polish it up. Just to get rid of all my gunky hands, fingerprints, and stuff like that. All right, the back and the neck. Need to do the sides as well. All right, now for the neck. And then we are done for, well, this week. We got close. We got very close. But Monday, final day for pretty much everything. Then it's just a matter of editing a lot of videos and, well, editing the videos, taking pictures, stuff like that. Now I just need to tune it up to actual tension, and yeah, sweet. See you on Monday.